let's get started. So, getting and staying motivated, create your list of whys and keep that list of whys top of mind. So, you might think your specific goal, take your list of the things that you love and what's important to you and make connections between that and your goal. So, create that list of whys and put it where you can see it regularly, maybe on the inside of your journal, maybe on your screensaver on your computer or in your phone notes. So, just where you can kind of refer back to that regularly and just reconnect with it. Because it's really easy to feel all the great things like, yes, I'm motivated, I'm inspired, I'm going to reach my goals. And then it's also really easy to disconnect from that energy. And when we are disconnected from that energy, I think it's important to realize we can reconnect when we want to. We can do things to reconnect ourselves to that energy. And we can also just be okay with, hey, I'm not going to be in a high level of motivation, 24/7, 365. That just would not be normal or natural, just like we wouldn't expect ourselves to be happy 24/7, 375. But we know that if we're having an off day, we don't sit around going, oh, maybe I'll never be happy again. We know that we can get back to that place. So if you're not feeling motivated, we're going to go through some things that you might want to check in on, but also just having that inner peace and that inner knowing that, yeah, motivation, like every other emotion, ebbs and flows and comes and goes. So getting and staying motivated. Number two, reduce distractions and reduce comparing yourselves to others, or don't compare yourselves to others at all, even better, right? Um, Focus on your goals and your success. And, sometimes it's just a matter of shutting everything off and doing the work toward your goals, right? And a great way to do that is to, implement a plan to spend less time on social media, spend less time looking at what other people are doing and really focusing on what it is that you're doing, because that's a lot of distraction. It can bring up, all your self-doubt, all your fear. You're looking at people, you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. You don't know how long it took them to get to where they are. And then the other one that I think can be a bit of a distraction is getting too caught up in research mode and what I like to call procrastinating. Getting and staying motivated. Number three, put good stuff into your mind, into your environment, and listen to people that motivate and inspire you, right? This can be through reading books, of course. Audiobooks are great for when you're out walking or driving around in the car. Podcasts that inspire you and help you rather than kind of make you compare yourself to other people. I love reading success stories. I have a subscription to Business Insider. And even though it's different people from all different industries all over the world, I get inspired by, this person did something unique and different and they were very successful with it. So if you are looking at the news, I would recommend trying to look at news stories along those lines. So I love just kind of looking at other people for inspiration. Another thing to think about is your own success stories. When you're discouraged and you think, oh, I'll never get this, I'll never reach this goal, or I'll never learn this skill, think back to other times that you've done hard things. So look at your success stories from your own life, success stories from other people's lives, and things that keep you motivated. Number four, zoom in and create mini goals. So often our goals feel so huge that they're overwhelming. And it's very hard to make any progress when you're in a state of overwhelm. So whatever your goal is, you may still have that big aspirational goal out there, of course, and you can connect to that and have that motivate you. But then also think about, what can you do today? What's the next step? If you're really kind of feeling stuck and overwhelmed, I like to think of just one thing. What's one thing I can do? Well, I could email my list. I could contact this person about a collaboration. I could write 500 words. Like, what's one thing I can do? Getting started and getting any kind of momentum and forward motion will help you to keep going and to get motivated, because you'll get those little wins. Wins are very motivating. So, finally, and I think this is probably the most important one, self care. You cannot be motivated, pour, create, reach goals, or be the best you from an empty cup. So self care is so, so, so important. And I often find that if I'm not feeling motivated, because in general, I'm a pretty, happy go lucky, motivated person. Like, I can get up and at this point, make my list and get cracking. But when I'm not motivated, there's a reason for it. So when you're not feeling motivated, and it's often hard to do this when you're kind of in the moment and in that process, but if you can just say, stop, I'm not motivated, there must be a reason for that. And then give yourself what it is that you need